Stop moving. Make everybody seasick. All right. Well, good morning there. We're having a shipping video this morning. I wasn't gonna do one because the only thing I had last night to ship was these two things, and the rest of this stuff sold overnight. So I guess I'm gonna do a shipping video. So anyway, we got obviously a bunch of pair of tights, VHS tape, a piece of a Pampered Chef cookie press. These cordials. These glass cordials. This Enchanted Forest game, which was just in my haul video the other day, and these plates. I think this was just in the haul video too. Not sure, but I know this was. But anyway, yeah. So these plates. That's it. That's what we're gonna ship today. So I guess I'll just go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with the easy one though. I'm gonna start with the easiest one. Is that, I went to check to see if I had if I'd used my coupon for my eBay boxes yet, and I hadn't. It expired. It expires at the end of the month, I guess. So I ordered it, but I thought I had plenty of these 6x4x4 boxes, so I didn't order any. And then I found out that I only had one, so it's gone. I used it the other day, but I did order some. I ordered some from. I didn't actually order from the person I usually order from because he was more expensive than the other ones. So this goes in here. What should I put in there? I should put some air packs in there. So anyway, yeah. So I used up my coupon and got my shipping supplies. They didn't come yet, of course, but on the way. They're on the way. So anyway, yep. Oh, stop making that noise. I don't think that's gonna work. No, that's not gonna work. Here, let's take this one. Just stick that one in there and do this. There we go. I could just move some of this stuff out of the way, couldn't I? No. That'd be much too simple. Way too easy. Alright. Okay. So I think I ordered from the Boxery this time. The Boxery. I ordered the 6x4x4 boxes from the Boxery instead of from the Herb. But that's the way it is. He didn't give me the best. And I've actually had some issues with some of the Herb's quality the last couple of times I ordered there. So I'm not as excited about ordering from the Herb, or however that says, however that's spelt. So this is just a VHS tape. Lady Dragon, Cynthia Rothrock. What do I know her from? I didn't watch this, but she must have been in something else. I don't know. She was probably in something with Van Damme or something like that. Jean-Claude. I know that name. That name is just super familiar. Stop it with the plates. Let's see. Well, not that one. That's the big one here. These ones. This is the one I want. I needed some smaller poly bags too. I think I ordered those. I think I ordered either this size, which I hope not, or something a little smaller this time. I think I ordered smaller ones, which is what I really needed. I hope I have a lot of these. Yeah, I have a lot of these yet, and I have a lot of the bigger ones yet, so I should be good on that. So that one's done. All right. Okay, and these, I'm just gonna put these in an envelope. I'm just gonna put them in an envelope and ship them like that. It shouldn't get hurt. It should be fine, right? Alright, that's what I'm gonna do with these ones. Just put them in an envelope and ship it like that. That'd be fine. Okay. Then I am going to use a box for these other ones though, because they're in boxes, and I don't want the boxes to get crushed. I know that sounds weird, but I don't. I just saw there was a guy, I think it was on Resellers Anonymous, posted his customers giving him a bunch of heartache because he got a box. He got a package and the box was crushed on the one corner. And the guy basically doesn't want to return the item, wants to keep it, but he wants his money back because the item is damaged. Now, it doesn't say what the item is. I understand if it's a pair of like collectible sneakers or something like that, and the box is damaged. I completely understand, because they don't. That's part of it. And a lot of times the box is part of the collectibleness in a lot of things, but it depends on what it is. You know, it depends on what. I know no one's gonna want to keep the boxes for these though. I mean, I don't think. Oh, bubble wrap on Amazon. Never thought to order their bubble wrap. Yeah, I get. It depends. Amazon, sometimes you can get a better deal on bubble wrap. Sometimes you can't. I just shop. I prefer, you know, it's kind of like a shop local thing. If I'm buying from Amazon, I don't sell on Amazon. So I used to, but I don't anymore. But again, it usually comes down to the bottom line. Typically, an eBay seller, you know how it is. You can get different things, but they sell on both platforms, so I guess it doesn't really matter that way. But anyway, it was nice to see you comment. Thank you. I actually saw it, which is a strange occurrence for that to happen. All right. I need a pencil or a pen or something. I really like the bubble wrap from Boxtree. Well, I'm gonna keep that in mind, because you never know, and it won't be long. I got another roll yet. I get buy the big round ones, like, you know, everybody. This was I'm gonna do PH, even though they're not pantyhose or tights. They look like pantyhose. So yeah. So I'll be ordering bubble wrap probably. I don't know. I should make it through Christmas, I think. So maybe it'll be after Christmas before I order it. Unless there's a deal comes up, then I'll just buy some. All right, next. What should I do next? The glasses? Nah. The plates? Nah. Let's save the best for last. Let's do these last. I just want to get these out of my way here quick. We'll do the Enchanted Forest. Yeah, I noticed the other day I went in to order boxes from the post office, and I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed that this is the longest box they have, I guess. The 1095. They used to have longer ones. And I'm not talking about the starting to list on Etsy. Yeah, I tried Etsy, and I think I sold everything but one thing, but it took a while. I only had a few things on there, so it wasn't really a fair comparison. But yeah, it's hard to list on two different platforms. It's hard. I told you before, I should finish my thought. This was the biggest box they had, the longest one they had that I found. So I was kind of disappointed by that, because they used to have longer ones. But oh well. I'm not going to complain about free. I shouldn't anyway. All right, I wanted to put that down in there. Let's just see how this fits down in there. Nope. That's not gonna work. Yeah, you can get the game boxes, and I could use them. I think you can get the game boxes. I didn't look for those either. I have a few of those yet. I don't use them very much, but they're a little too long. And then you got to cut them, which is okay too. But there I am complaining about free stuff. It's not terrible. I'm so spoiled. We're so spoiled. You know, I did see there was an article when they were thinking about taking away the free boxes. So keep that in mind. I might have to just order a ton of them just so I have them. But then something will happen and they'll sit around here. But yeah, they're thinking about taking that away. Full price when people on eBay want. I know that's the thing. That is the thing about Etsy. It doesn't, from what I've read and from other sellers, they don't seem to have that problem on Etsy that there isn't so many cheap people. I talked to a lady from Montoursville. I don't know if you ever heard of Montoursville before, but a lot of people have. I don't know why Montoursville is so well known. It's just a little town in Pennsylvania, but it's well known. But I talked to a lady from there. She came into my shop there in Mansfield, and she sells on Etsy, and I don't know how she has the energy to sell what she talks about, and she sells a bunch of stuff that it's a bunch of a lot of them crazy 50s, 60s, 70s like figurines that nobody seems to want. She says she sells a bunch of them. So, and I look on her site, and I mean, she's got a bunch of them for sale. So, and she comes up to see me about every couple of months, and she's talking about having to ship 20 packages a day. You know, which, I mean, I know that's not a lot for some people, but that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit for me. To me, but then her price range is $10 to $20. Yeah, that's her price range. So that did encourage me the first time I talked to her, and that's why I did start the Etsy store, and I put a few things in it, but I just didn't do anything with it. That's all on me, you know. All right, well, there's still a lot of room in that box for I like to usually put some styrofoam on the ends, but I don't have a box that's gonna allow me to do that. So I'm gonna have to, I guess I'm gonna have to do, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna have to, all right, I'm gonna cut that off. I did have styrofoam pre-cut for this package, so you guys wouldn't have to watch me do this. I did have it. But unfortunately, it was for the ends. See, I need to cut it that way, so I need to go here. So, I don't know. I didn't do my sales videos for November yet. And I'll be quite honest with you, they were pretty lame. My sales were not that great in November. I was a bit disappointed. They picked up here in December a little bit, but especially recently. I mean, I did sell a few things that were pretty cool, but I don't want to talk about them because, well, you might have seen them already. So, but yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I should put an effort in this year to do Etsy. I really probably should I don't know, between doing the shop, and I do have stuff that I put on the eBay store at the shop, so I did just sell a bunch of flatware for my daughter from that thing, which was very helpful. Yeah, that'll work. Then I'm gonna take this thin one that I made and put it down in here, and this thin one and put it down in here. And that'll help support that. But and I sold a couple things on there for one of the other vendors, and I want to do more of that for them, but time, and the store, and there isn't that, it's not a store yet, and the feedback is low, and so since it's not a store, I don't have the same placement, so I don't sell as much on there. Did not have good luck with Etsy. Yeah, put things on Etsy over $10 and up. Okay. That's what, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was kind of thinking, at least to get started, I don't think I'd want to go lower than that. Actually, a lot of times, a lot of the stuff that I have here that is lower than that anymore, I've been just taking over to the shop now. And if I can't get rid of it in the shop, I'll probably put it in the eBay stuff for the shop, because I'm trying to build feedback up. So cheap stuff will hopefully help do that. So I think I've been doing it probably, I don't know, 6 months now, something like that. And at the shop, I think I got 25 feedback, I think, on there now. So I've had more sales than that, but you know how feedback works. Yes, you do need to get one of those styrofoam cutters. Everybody should have a styrofoam cutter. I love my styrofoam cutter. All right. So it will take you longer though to use styrofoam than if you just stuffed it full of. But styrofoam, a lot of times you can people give it away. So, and it adds a little more weight than bubble wrap too. So you have to keep that in mind using it. But I think it might actually. I don't know. I'm biased. I admit it. Freely admit it. I'm biased towards my styrofoam and my styrofoam cutter. All right. So, well, there is a link below my videos for an Amazon one, maybe. It used to be there. I don't know if it's still there or not. But not that you necessarily have to get it through the link, but, you know. Who acted offended? I missed it. All right. You're my hero. The post office for flinging packages. Well, of course, when you call anybody out on the fact that they're doing a crappy job, that you call them out on, of course, that's how they react instead of getting right. You know, instead of trying to fix it and trying to do a good job, well, whoa, no. You're crazy. You have an issue. I mean, what's your problem, lady? Yeah. Rarely have I met the person that, when confronted about doing a poor job, rarely have I met the person who goes, you know, you're right. You're right. I really could do better that way. You know, eBay's full of a bunch of sellers that think that they can give people crappy service and it's okay because tough crap for those people. Or has been. I hate to bash eBay sellers. You know, I shouldn't do that because it's bad for business. But some of them really are, and they're bad for business. Some of them really don't care. I had to refund people who got broken things, and I wrapped my stuff with overkill, but I guess not good enough. Yeah, yes. Well, and that's, you know, Amazon, when you sell on Amazon, that's when you read the thing, they actually want you to drop your package from like 10 feet high. You know, they actually tell you that your package needs to be able to survive being dropped from 10 feet. So, you know, 10 feet's not the same as flinging it across the room, but, you know. Yeah, you'd think that they would do a better job, but, you know, employees are employees. That's how they are. Employees don't care. No matter how good a job it is, they just don't seem to care because they're employees. Not all of them. I shouldn't say all of them. I like to think that, and I don't have that many issues with damage, so it does happen from time to time, and I'm often pretty doubtful of said damage a lot of times, but sometimes it can. I mean, you see a package. When somebody tells me my item's damaged, but there's nothing wrong with the package, no, you're pulling a fast one, but that's the way it is. Never put fragile on it. No, that is a. Although if you say something to a postal worker about that Samsonite gorilla working for them, yeah, sometimes they don't want to give photos, and that's you know that's a thing, right? But if you just file the insurance and refund their money, I hate to say it, but it's like it is theft. Yeah, well, if you put fragile on them, you don't have to pay for fragile handling. But if you want fragile handling, then you have a special sticker or whatever at the post office, and you have to go to the counter, and you have to get them to actually do that, and then you have to pay for the extra special handling for them to treat it like a fragile item. Then you have to pay extra. Whether they actually do treat it different, I don't know. But if you just mark fragile on it and you send it in there, yeah, I'm sure. Just like everything else, the post office is probably overworked. The people at the post office are probably overworked, and I know my mail carrier. She's getting here later and later and later, and you can tell she's tired. You can just tell. I feel bad for her, but that's the funny thing. It's not. I don't want to say it's funny, but she actually went to college to be a teacher, and she substituted for a while, but she's been working for the post office for like the last 12 years now because the benefits are better. Yeah, we don't get paid if we don't do our job. That is true. You got to do your job to get paid. But then again, that's part of being an employee. If they, and any business is like that. There's always employees that don't do their job. Sometimes they last, sometimes they don't. Did you watch? What was I going to say? First, I was going to say about theft. I probably told the story before, but I'm old, so I can tell stories more than once. The lady used to come to my yard sales all the time when I did that, and she always spent money there, but she always stole something too. But typically the money she spent was more than easily paid for what she bought and what she stole. So I didn't want to embarrass her, by saying something to her. And so I just let her keep doing what she's doing because, well, it wasn't really hurting me too much. And I think, I kind of felt bad for her at the same time because, she had to wake up in the morning and feel bad because she's a thief, But, it's kind of that disease thing, It's kind of, if it's kleptomania and it's a disease and it's a problem, it's a mental health issue. I don't know if it does any good. It certainly doesn't do an alcoholic any good to enable them. And it probably doesn't help a drug addict much to enable them. Yeah, something like that. But see, I didn't want to embarrass her. And, she's a nice old lady otherwise. She was always kind, and she always, said good morning. And, it was a weird situation. I missed that last comment. It was just a weird situation. So, you know, I guess kind of I take that kind of and rate it right on into eBay. I kind of take that whole thing in there and kind of hope that overall the person who might have stole, maybe they bought a whole bunch of stuff from somebody else and they didn't steal from them, you know. Maybe they came to Dave's shop, stole something from me, and then they came to Lex's shop and bought a bunch of stuff from her, and so it all, you know, it works out overall for all of us. Hopefully is that bright side kind of stuff. Is that pie in the sky? Am I yeah, I'm probably pie in the sky in it. My little Pollyanna world where I think people are kind of, usually most people are good. You know, maybe and it's true though. I think most people are good. They do bad things, but they're still good. Overall, most people. Then there's some truly vile, hideous human toads who don't. But not so many of those. I think they're the exception to the rule. Let's see, should I do it this way, and then that way, and then this way? Yeah, I like that. And then put them in like this, I hope. Yeah, that's pretty. You know, watch, they won't all fit in here. Okay, they do all fit. Now I'm gonna wrap them. Get some more bubble wrap. Ugh. I'm sure there was a better way of doing this. There must have been a better way. Somebody's probably going to watch this video and they're going to go, I can't believe he did that. What in the world? What was he thinking? Used to have a thing for folks he had to mention. He was stealing hoard and forks. See, that's one thing she took was a spoon out of a set that I had. She took a spoon, just one spoon out of the set. You know, but that's what she would do. She would buy a blender for $25 and turn around and steal a spoon. What am I gonna do? You know. I'm glad she bought the blender. But then she stole a spoon. Yeah, that needs to be a little thinner. It's okay to take a spoon, but you just took one out of the set. Now I don't have the set anymore. But it was all right. It all worked out. I'm sure she's dead now. So that got sorted out, didn't it? Okay. Drawers full of forks. Did you sell them? You should have sold them, because there was probably some good forks in there. No doubt. Christmas plates. I did pretty good with those. I forget what I got for them, but I think I did pretty good for them. With what I paid for them and everything. All right. I think I did all right. Yeah, I'll show Nico collection. found some of her sterling for yes. Of course, you didn't get to sell those because I don't know that's gonna be a good idea. I don't think it's gonna work that way, Dave. Yeah, there we go. How about we do that first? We'll push this down in here, and then we'll put the bubble wrap in there. We'll get the little thing going. And we'll put the bubble wrap in there. That. And do that. Do it again. Okay. Pretty good, I think. Then I need to tighten it down. Oh, you know what? Here, let's do this. Okay. All right. Keys. That's. I don't collect them, but I don't collect keys, but if I find them, I put them in a thing to have a bunch of keys for later when I want to sell them, and then I have a bunch of things with keys in them all over the place because I keep losing them. But that's not really collecting, is it? I don't collect it like it's kind of collecting, kind of hoarding. But there's no dead cats. So as long as there's no dead cats, we're okay. Yeah, I keep telling myself I don't collect anything either, but I do. But it's not like, you collect baseball cards and, you know stuff about them. It's not that kind of collecting, I have weaknesses for things, certain things. Although I'm getting better at it. I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a Hot Wheels car. It was a VW bus, and I have a thing in the past for collecting VWs, Hot Wheels cars. And I didn't buy it because I have boxes and boxes of Hot Wheels cars that I really should sell, but the value just really isn't there. I mean, I didn't pay much for them. Well, overall, for all of them, I did, but they're not that great. And the truth is I actually made most of my money back on them on the few. There was a few that were variations that I bought back when I was doing it. They were variants, like they had different wheels on them than other ones did. And if you had the ones that there weren't that many of, with that kind of wheels, they were worth more money. So I sold enough of those. I'm pretty sure I covered all my costs. But I don't do Hot Wheels at all. That was just something I did with my son, pretty much. And he's not really into Hot Wheels cars anymore. He's into other kind of, he likes guns. Well, cars too. He actually knows more about real cars than I do, which isn't hard to do. I don't know much about cars. Okay, I'm going to do that. Can't see the screen on the camera. Now, I need to find a way to close that without, so it doesn't move around in there. I don't really want to just throw tape on that. I could, how long is that? Okay, it'll still fit. All right, I'm gonna take, I'm just gonna, I could do that. Maybe I'll do that. One there, one there. Yes, I like it. I do. I like that. That'll work. Could make it a little thinner, but we're all right. As long as it's still fits. What do you think? You think it'd be safe in there? I think it'll be safe in there. Okay, now I need a box. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna put, I need those big ones. Oh, I don't have them any. There's those. Those. That. See how that works out. That worked out pretty good. I think those plates are gonna make it. I think we have a box of Happy Mail. Okay. Well, that's it. I appreciate everybody hanging out and chatting with me today, and appreciate the likes, and thank you for stopping in. And I'm gonna go finish my shipping, and then I'm gonna work on those what sold videos for November. I think that's my day today, so unless something else comes along and gets in the way. So have a good day. See ya. Bye.